So with all of these changes going on in the world, a lot of disruption, a lot of surprise in a lot of areas: energy, technology, urbanization, international relations, ethnic struggles, the whole gamut. The president's plate seems much more full than previous presidents. But I think there's a reason for that, and I think that this amount of disruption is the new normal. And I think the way that our foreign policy apparatus, our defense policy apparatus approaches normal policy and strategy development, I think it has to change, because we're in a new world where disruption really is the norm, not the exception. There won't be that much stability, but there are positive aspects of what's going on that we can try to leverage for our continuing national advantages. So I think we're in the middle of a new age of international relations, or what I would now call global relations, and it's defined in the following way. For a very long time, nation states have been the core actors in the international system since the Treaty of Westphalia. But now, and increasingly, there are capabilities that are giving individuals and small groups the power to take strategically significant action in their country, in their region, and across the world. And the nature of technology change, the nature of other changes, the growth of the global middle class. For the first time in human history, by 2030, 5/8 of the world's population is projected to be in the middle class, so more people will be in the middle class than in the lower class. This has never happened before in history. So this new middle class will have voracious demand for natural resources, for food, water, and energy. They will also have voracious demand for what other people elsewhere already have. They'll have envy because they can see what goes on because of the internet and communications technologies. They can see what goes on anywhere. And so they want dignity, they want prosperity, they want security. And so they will have a new awareness, and they will also have new power because of the communications technologies, but also because of other technologies that are coming very, very soon. The ability to produce things through three-dimensional printing, the ability to develop new biological organisms through synthetic biotechnology, the ability to harness robots and algorithms and automation. And so we are entering a new age where the time when nation states could only focus on other nation states is long gone. They need to now focus on nation states as well as individual actors, recognizing that this is a new age of individual empowerment, where individuals and small groups can take very significant actions that can help us or harm us, and help our allies or harm our allies. So a couple of principles that I think are in order here for us to harness this change that's going on and to reach out to powerful individuals would be as follows. First, we need to be much more of a networking government and recognize that we're operating in a networked operating environment where there are different alliances, different relationships among peoples that cross national boundaries, among young people across the world, among people in different sectors. We have to see this, recognize it, try to harness it where we can. That's number one. Number two, we need to take a private sector-centric and very driven approach to our national strategy, and that is the private sector has enormous expertise, has relationships, is part of these networks in areas like energy, in areas like technology, in areas like urbanization, in biotechnology, and across a broad range of areas where we not only need to use their expertise and consult them, but they need to lead in some cases. Private sector actors own cyberspace. That's not a government-owned entity. And so we need to let them drive some of our strategies and partner with us in some of our approaches. And then finally, this is the age of people power. And so we need a people-centric approach to the way we do our policy and the way the United States takes action in the world. We need to recognize what's going on in the street. So if our statecraft is going to be as effective in the 21st century as it was in the 20th, it's going to have to be informed by much more effective streetcraft.